fast.
The Hollywood Script of Lisa Left Eye Lopez. For many years, the human mind has been tricked and deceived by the lack of critical thinking, due to an overload of entertainment on the masses, so dumbed down that they fail to catch on to simple riddles. The higher-ups that control society mock the masses right in plain sight, but the most funniest joke of them all is the fact that the occult is now revealing to the masses that everything that they were programmed to believe was real is all a lie. Yet the sheep are so ignorant enough to tell the deceivers that they aren't being deceived. For example, Chance the Rapper went on record and exposed the secrets of the music industry, how all rap beefs are 100% staged.
We win. Because we made all you motherfuckers think that it's beef and we don't like each other. I just got off the phone with the nigga. We just shot a video yesterday. About to drop it and get it to the world. Fuck y'all up. Out of nowhere. But I just want y'all to understand one thing, man. That's what you motherfuckers get, man. You motherfuckers is crazy out here, bro. This social media shit got you people fucked up, man. And y'all got played this time. We sit down and master plan this shit out. 50 was like, man, I'm finna say all kind of shit about you, nigga. I'm gonna make them fucking hate you. Then you gonna make them love you again. I said, what the fuck you mean, Phil? Nigga said, nigga, I'm finna make these people hate you, nigga. I said, man, why the fuck you gonna do that? You did? He like, nah, just trust me, nigga. I'm gonna make them hate you, nigga. I'm gonna say all kind of shit about you, nigga. You think you can handle it? I said, man, I don't give a fuck about this shit. So I just followed the nigga plan, and then all of a sudden, I guess the nigga was right, because they love me again.
Kid fans, who have no industry connections whatsoever, got outraged and said that Chance the Rapper, a known industry plant, doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. The rapper Offset, from the rap group Migos, which is another joke within itself. 3 black guys named the Amigos, but Offset revealed that his alleged wife Cardi B and the thought persona that she portrays is not who she really is in real life, and that she's just a character. The higher-ups and the occult are known for mockery and deception. When speaking of hoaxes and riddles, by the masses being so dumbed down by an overload of entertainment, they can't catch on to simple riddles. Take the singer Aaliyah for example. Before her so-called plane crash, she dated a business mogul by the name of Damon Dash. Let's analyze the definition of the word dash. To run or travel somewhere in a great hurry, strike or fling something somewhere with great force, especially so as to have a destructive effect, which is exactly what transpired in the Aaliyah hoax. I also found it sketchy that, before Aaliyah allegedly died, she was recording her very last video to a popular song that she had called Rock the Boat. The original song Rock the Boat was by an old soul group by the name of the Hughes Corporation, a song that was released in 1974. And 2001, from 1974 would make 27 years from the time that the Aaliyah version of Rock the Boat was released. Back to the time the original song was released, Aaliyah plane would crash on runway 27, and 2 + 7 = 9, and 9 people were killed in the plane crash. It's reported that the dead bodies were taken to Princess Margaret Hospital, the younger daughter of King George and Queen Elizabeth. Ironically, Aaliyah was hailed as the Princess of R&B, but this was very eerie because Princess Margaret didn't die until after Aaliyah in February of 2002. Lastly, in 2001, Aaliyah would go on to release her third and final studio album before her alleged untimely demise. She would also release her second film, Queen of the Damned, in 2002, and would die at the age of 22.
All right, hit. It's good to see you're not wasting time chewing. See, that's what you get for eating all fast. Let me get you something for that. Hello? No. What do you want? I want an ambulance. I think I'm having a heart attack. I think I'm having a heart attack.
The first day of the year brings some sad news out of Hollywood. Actor James Avery, well known as Uncle Phil from the 90s show The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, has died at the age of 67. The man who played Uncle Phil's son, actor Alfonso Ribeiro, tweeted today, "I am deeply saddened to say that James Avery has passed away. He was his second father to me. I will miss him greatly." Joining me now from Los Angeles, CNN digital reporter Alan Duke. Alan, nice to see you. Welcome to 2014. Do we know how he died?
Well, from complications to heart surgery in Glendale, California, which is not far from here in Hollywood. From complications to heart surgery. From complications to heart surgery.
From complications to heart surgery.
I think I'm having a heart attack. I think I'm having a heart attack.
From complications to heart surgery in Glendale, California, which is not far from here in Hollywood.
For years, in the urban community, we've heard different stories of how Lisa Lopez got the name Left Eye. Some rumors were that she got the name from having a lazy eye, or that she had a glass left eye. But here she is explaining how she really got the name Left Eye.
They called you Lisa Left Eye.
Lisa Left Eye Lopez, yes.
What's that all about?
Well, a guy gave me a pickup line. He said he was attracted to my left eye.
That's all he wanted was your left eye.
Said it's the left eye. So
this guy needs some sea moss right away.
Maybe so.
For those of you who have seen the As Above, So Too Below series, you know what that picture was all about. What we're looking at here is a mirror image of that picture, which is the symbolic representation of Lucifer, the light bearer, entering into the Genesis event, which is the beginning that we have recorded in the Hebrew Bible. Now, Lucifer is symbolized as the light bearer, and this is being symbolized as the beginning, Genesis, by the greater light, which is the sun, and the lesser light, which is the moon. And then, of course, we have the symbol for Lucifer, the light bearer, being the G, and of course, the I. Now that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about why the Illuminati use the left eye for the symbol. And that's what we're looking at here. We're looking at the left eye, and it's the same left eye that you can find on the Great Seal of the $1 bill. So, incredibly enough, what we have is some biblical scripture that is going to support why they are using the symbol of the left eye, and it's going to be found in the book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 17. Now, when we talk about this verse here, we are going to see the Antichrist. That's right, the Antichrist is being depicted as the idol shepherd. Remember, he is trying to reflect or mirror Christ, but he can only reflect or mirror Christ as the illusion. So you're going to see that we have the idol shepherd, which is the Antichrist, and then we have the symbolism, which is going to be talked about, the eyes. You're going to hear that the right eye is utterly darkened, which is leaving only the left eye for them to see. Verse 17 out of chapter 11 for the book of Zechariah. Woe to the idle shepherd that leaveth the flock. The sword shall be upon his arm and upon his right eye. His arm shall be clean dried up, and his right eye shall be utterly darkened. Now, if the right eye has been utterly darkened, the only thing that's left to see from is the left eye. And that is why we see them using this symbolism right here. That when they are using the left eye, that means that they are using the right side of their brain. Okay, so we see that the left eye is controlled by the right brain function, and that the right eye is controlled by the left brain function. So as you see that the illuminated see through the left eye, which is controlled by the right brain function, the right eye is being darkened. It is being blinded. And this is what they don't want to see through. They do not want to see through the left side of the brain. That is why they utterly darken this function. And this is the function that they want us to use. Now, I can explain that simply. If you research some of the early history concerning, education in this country, you're going to find out that it was almost forced that children were supposed to use their right hand in school, which would force them to use their left side of the brain.
But the documentary, The Last Days of Lisa Left Eye Lopez, was clearly scripted. The acting in the film by Lisa Lopez was a Baltimore School of Arts, or any school of arts worthy of performance. Anyone with a brain could see that left eye was selling an illusion to prophesizing her stage death. You can tell that she knew that she was coming to the end of the script.
Man, it is amazing how the mysteries of life work. I mean, after every dark night, there is a bright day. And that always gives me hope. It's sort of like the song Waterfalls. Well, let me back up for a minute. In that song, I just started reflecting on my life as if it was a storm, and how too many storms have come and gone, and they don't even leave a trace of sunlight, God's given rays. And I looked up, and I was like, wow, look at this rainbow. So, hey, I wrote that song from my heart. It turned out to be our biggest hit.
It's gonna be Left Eye the cameraman.
I'm getting my skills on as a professional photographer.
I never shut the camera on. the camera follow me into my dreams. You get to see it from my point of view.
Part of the purpose of the documentary is so that people can get to know me up close and personal. Throughout my career, I've gone through several things. And, you know, I've been called crazy. I pretty much just want to set the record straight. I try to dig into myself as well. Okay, it's recording. I hope that, you know, in a month you see some major changes. Because that's what this trip is all about. Coming here and getting this stuff on tape so you can see what 30 days in the bush can do for you. So, that is the plan. But I always say that that's the plan because things always change. I kind of feel like I'm on a journey sometimes. Don't really know quite where I'm headed. Let's just say I'm going to take everyone on a magical journey, okay? It's going to be the wonderful world of Left Eye. According to numerology, number 1 is about knowledge and birth. It's learn about Lisa. Learn about yourself. Made it to the Waterfalls. People would say, what do you want to be when you grow up? My answer would be, in the jungle, naked, friends with the animals. Or in the jungle, I'm naked, and I'm friends with the animals.
Good evening. Welcome to the Usha Research Institute. Today we're going to take time out to clarify much of the misconceptions and misunderstanding about healing and nutrition.
This man has shared a lot with me. We look at him as if he was a gift, you know, to come here to this place and to have someone like him around who could help us find us. Guess what? You're not just a physical being, okay? You are an entity with an energy source, you know, that is responsible for, you know, your physical well-being.
He's an immigrant from Honduras who never went to school, college, or medical school. But the man known as Dr. Sebi claims to have found the cure for several life-threatening diseases, including AIDS.
I don't care what the media puts out and what people read, I believe in him. I like to be adventurous and learn new things and read, and I like to dabble in books, and, you know, different cultures, animals, space. Astrology is based on planets and stars. Numerology is a system based on numbers that have a very deep meaning buried within them. Change. According to astrology and numerology, I'm all about change. In numerology, every number is broken down to a single digit number. When you get to 10, you start adding the numbers together. So 1 plus 0 equals 1. 11 equals 2. I was born on the 27th, that equals 9. 9 is the highest level of change. It's like the highest number next to God. Group TLC, we had a lot of fun in the beginning. But man, we didn't really realize what we were getting ourselves into.
This morning, rap star Lisa Lopez arrived in court.
Lopez is involved in another situation.
It's a troubling and embarrassing episode in her celebrity life.
We have no comment.
Lopez pleaded no contest to obstructing an officer during that arrest.
Me and alcohol. When we get together, it's a different story. There was this girl. They used to call her Nikki. Every time I got drunk, this girl named Nikki would show up. When I got drunk, I was just a different person. I was just somebody that people was just like, man, that ain't Lisa, that's Nikki. And all of a sudden, whenever there was something that happened that Lisa didn't want to take the blame for, she blamed it on Nikki. And this is a totally different person than Lisa. And then, when these two started to battle it out, I had to create a third person to come in and you know, straighten the two of them out. Oh, Nina. Whew. Oh, y'all don't know Nina? My evil twin who came from within, whom I blame all my sins on. I say the problems that I did have stemmed from what I was doing. I was creating all these different personalities. You always end up with the person that you never expect to be with. And Andre, I didn't expect to be with him. I hold my stuff real good. I don't care how stressed I get. It must be some little compartment that holds it all inside of me, but it'll come out one day. I can't really blame anybody for anything. The only person I can ever blame for anything is myself.
House across the street, a neighbor across the street, his house is on fire.
How did I burn it down?
Is this flags on one of the sides of the...
Yeah, the rap in Waterfalls, that's based on a true story. Wasn't trying to kill myself. Wasn't gonna die. Wasn't afraid. I knew I was gonna cut myself and there was gonna be some blood. Premonitions, dreams. I think it's the energy in the air. There were times I just thought I was gonna die. All right, can y'all see me? All right. I gotta tell y'all that I had a real frightening dream last night. I dreamed that I woke up and I looked at the sun and it was like a fourth of the size of the earth. That's how big it was. And you know what? I asked you. I said, Kurt, is that the sun? Because it almost looked like the moon, but it was bigger than you've ever seen the moon or the sun or anything before. And he said, yeah, that's the sun. We're in trouble. Oh man, I'm trying to figure out what the rest of the dream was. Anyway, it was basically the end. TLC has achieved a lot, but there's so many more things that I would love to do.
Obviously, we are one short. We're missing the L in TLC. Left eye. She okay?
She's not well. Don't get mad, but
What's wrong?
she don't feel good. She doesn't feel
She
good.
doesn't feel
All I have to say is Modia made me put it together. Okay.
I can't believe you just said that.
When that happened, it's because I was thinking, well, what's better than showing up and being the star? Not showing up. So I did show up, and I was the star. So I was listening. So instead of flying to California and doing the press conference, I got in my car. It was like I'm driving to the bush. Cross country, like a cross country road trip. From Atlanta through Mexico down all the way to Central America.
Where in the world is Lisa Left Eye Lopez?
No one seems to know what happened. That's why everyone's so worried.
We're on the front webpage.
Although she's been sighted in New Orleans, Los Angeles, New York, and outdoors, Lisa Left Eye Lopez is still among the missing.
And you know what? Hands, man. Took that kind of hard. They've taking it out. This is my room, everyone. My beautiful Miss. My chair that I painted. I guess it's like rolling down the hill in a car, knowing you're gonna hit something at the bottom, never stepping on the brakes. I don't think I will ever get over it. But at the same time, I personally do not believe in death. I believe in transformation. We're almost there. I do believe that there is an afterlife. We all share the same space. So no matter what form you may be in, here or not here, you may be dust, we still share the same space. We need the red car. I think my life represents change. I love change. Try to change for the better. I'm changing right now. My dream is to keep going forward and never go backwards.
The film was aired on VH1, but here's a question for all you super fans out there. Do you truly believe that VH1 would get behind a documentary of a character who was said to have been broke with no money and her label refused to release her album, then turn around and would publicize an entertainer who is putting a spotlight, allowing millions of viewers worldwide to find out about a so-called doctor/healer who supposedly has the cure for AIDS and could potentially prevent a billion-dollar pharmaceutical industry from making millions of more dollars. Oh hell nah. The country, Honduras, is known for its deep depths, which are the lakes and rivers and things like that. Oddly enough, TLC, an R&B group that Left Eye was in, are known for a very popular song titled Waterfalls. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Chasing waterfalls was a way of expressing how people chase intangible dreams without the consequences, and this is exactly what we've seen take place leading up to the death in the script of Lisa Left Eye Lopez. Left Eye has a so-called spiritual awakening, grows tired of the way her old life was playing out. She then plans a trip to Honduras, flies to Honduras to start a new journey, then dies.
Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way, I'm loving now, but I think you're